Hello everyone, this is Bernice at the Napping Mouse, and in today's video I want to show you how to make this 5x7 greeting card using the Cavallini and Company Sweet Treats. This is the vintage collection edition that they have, and it's called, of course, Sweet Treats. It does come with 12 glitter designs here, different postcards, so you'll get 2 of 6 designs. And the one that I want to use is this particular one right over here. And this is going to be a gatefold. So it's going to open into, oops, I use that for photography purposes. But yeah, it's going to open 3 ways like this. Okay, there's going to be your message inside here. And then if you wanted to add anything over here on this side is fine. But I thought a nice looking photo would look really great on this side. But yeah, what we're going to do, and I'm going to show you how to do this, and yeah, well, let's get started. Okay, so one thing that you will need is the tin collection of this, which is the Sweet Treats Vintage Postcard from Cavallini and Company, and I do have some of this left over on my online store, so if you're interested, yeah, I'd hop on that and get that really quickly because I think I've got like 2 or 3 left of this. Okay, so you'll need that, and then also you will need one 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and this here is called Barrel, what is it called? Barrel Brown, and this is from My Colors. It does have a little sheen on here that's not from the glitter from the postcards. It is its own sheen, and it has like a little linen on one side and then smooth on the other side. So yeah, you'll need one of this to make one card. And then also you will need 8.5 by 11 sheet of soft white. This is in Waste Not Paper collection, and I do have this. I sell these in packs of 10, so for one sheet you can get the 2, and this is actually going to be for the inside over here. So yes, one sheet of 8.5 by 11, and this is in soft white. And then you will, here's the card. You'll also need ink here, and the one that I use a lot is the VersaColor 154 in bark, and a sponge or a sponge dauber. A sponge dauber is easy to hold when you're inking, but I mean, if you have a sponge, go ahead and use that one. And then you'll also need a double-sided, or excuse me, a tape runner. So the one that I use is from Scrapbook Adhesive. This is not the repositional one. It is easy to roll, but it's not the repositional one. So if you want that one, I believe that one comes in green. But yes, I do have this on my online store. And then also you'll need one roll of, this is Paper Source, or also Waste Not Paper. And the one that I'm using is in soft white, and this is 1 inch thick. Beautiful, beautiful ribbon. I do like this ribbon here, yes, but you'll need that. And what else? A trimmer, a scoreboard. You'll need white foam dots, and the one that I like to use is from, where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. It's also from Scrapbook Adhesive, and this is the 3D foam dot. This is the actual size over here, and I do recommend the bigger one, only because of the size and the thickness of these postcards here. So yeah, you'll need that. And then also the white envelopes, or this is in soft white envelopes. So this coordinates with the paper, and this is also Waste Not Paper, which I do sell this in packs of 10. So if you're interested, just let me know. And then we will be using also the Scrapbook Adhesive. These are the double dots over here, and they are comes in 300. So yeah, you'll need that, and that's to attach the bow to it. All right, let me see. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. No, I'm not. Okay, let's get started here. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is, well, I'll explain it. Let's see. Oh, and I forgot to tell you this also. You'll need a 12 by 12 paper. The one that I'm using is a double dot from Bobunny Press, and this one is called Coral. This is cut at 6 inches by 4 inches, or 4 by 6. So I'm not going to show you how I cut that, but at the top side you'll cut it 4 inches 2 times, and then you'll get 3 pieces, and then switch it over to the 12-inch side, and then you cut it at 6 inches with all the 3 pieces, and then you'll get 6 of these, which yes, we'll go with the 6 of the cards. We'll work with that, but yeah, you'll need that. So let's see. Yeah, let's get our base card first, and we'll work with that one. Let me set all this aside. Let me get my trimmer. Okay, so at the 8.5 inch side, you are going to cut it at, make sure it's at 7 inches. You'll cut 1.5 inches from there, and all of the scrap pieces set aside for a different one. I'll snip that in a bit. Okay, and then on the 11-inch side, you will be cutting at 1 inch. Okay. Whoa. Okay, we'll fix that in a bit. But yeah, it happens sometimes, and it has to happen when I am filming. Okay, let me just trim that up. I don't want to run it through again, because if I do, I may shred it even more, and that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to see how it turns out at the very end. So we'll still use this. Probably ink that edges also with that, make it look even a little bit more distressed. Okay, I like to flip mines on the smooth side. It's just easier, but we're going to score it at 2.5 and at 7.5. Okay, and then we'll set this aside for now, and then go ahead and get your 8.5 by 11, the soft white. And what you'll do with that one is cut it at, make sure it's matched at 6 3/4. And go ahead and cut that. And set all the scrap aside, and then turn it, and you will now cut it at 4 3/4 2 times. Okay, there's one. That's for the inside. And it's always actually good to make extras of this in the event that you know, you write your sentiment and you make a mistake. And so yeah, that I've done that plenty of times, unfortunately. So, but hey, it happens. Okay, we'll set this aside here, and then let me get my card base here, and I am going to fold and burnish on the score lines. So let me get my phone folder here. Okay, we can hide that. So that is not that bad. I was getting a little concerned about that, but it actually worked out. So that will be hidden, actually, not with the fold, but with when we put our the front on top. So yes, go ahead and do that. And then we'll wait till later. Set this aside for now, and then let's take the inside over here, this here, the postcard, and also the matting in the back, and we're going to ink the edges just to cover all that white. You'll see like there's white in between the front and back of the paper. So yeah, we'll go ahead and distress that a little bit. I've made similar cards, 5x7 cards, with the Celestial collection postcard that Bobunny has, and also with the garden, I think, what was it called, Garden Variety, I believe it was, and they turned out beautiful. So these are just good to have, and these are basically all occasions card. I mean, I know you kind of see that and you're like, oh, that looks like birthday or something, you know, but it could be a friendship card, it could be a happy anniversary card, just because, or however you have it. I just like to create these cards ahead of time to keep them on hand, because when like a birthday pops up that I eventually forget, or an anniversary, or just something that I prefer to make it handmade. But I mean, if I'm doing it in a hurry, it's just not going to turn out right. But if I have like if I'm nice and calm and just enjoying making cards, yeah, then this is just, it works better for me. So I hope it works better for you too. And if you have an easier way, please let me know, because I'm all about doing stuff easy. Okay. And this here just gives it a little bit more dimension and makes it look a little bit more vintage. The Cavallini has that nice vintage look to their collection and in all of what they do. And I really I gravitate to that a lot. So yeah, and then let me get the card here. Or excuse me, the postcard. And I'm almost done. And this is actually a good way for you to have everything cut in advance. And if you're going to use the whole collection here, I mean, this is great for when you're watching TV or when you have that long car ride, you know, or you're, I don't know, maybe going on a trip or a road trip or something like that, and after a while you get a little restless. I mean, this is good to just do and get it done. Okay, let's set that all aside. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is take the matting over here. Oh, let's get our dots here. Get your foam dot, your 3D foam dot. And these are all archival, so they'll be lasting for quite a while. And we're going to put it on all 4 corners and in the middle. So you'll need 5 for each of these. And let me put this back. Whoops. Okay. And then let's take the protective layer from there. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, I already got that. If you want to add like a little bit more, making sure that it stays, you can add a little bit of glue to the top. I'm just not going to do that for this one here. Okay, and I want to make sure that I got 1/8 of an inch. And so with this, I have it at an angle so nothing is sticking. And then I start with the top, bottom, and the left side. That works for me. And I pretty much know that the right side is going to match. I don't press anything down. I'll just go ahead and kind of wing it there, and yes, that worked. Okay, so now let me get my card base over here, and before I put that down, I'm actually gonna adhere this. It just makes it easier for when you're doing. So get your double-sided tape here and go ahead and put that in the top and bottom. You don't need much. This is a lightweight paper. And then make sure you have 1/8 of an inch all the way around here. Okay, now get your liquid glue, and the way I do is I first center it before gluing it. And my way of doing it is once I get it centered, my top finger and my thumb is pretty much my guide for where I'm going to put the glue. And I'd suggest, if you're going to use these papers, to be a little bit generous because it is a thicker cardstock and it is linen. So you want to make sure that you got all the glue in between the crevices of the linen. Okay, and then yeah, let's open that up. Okay, the last thing that we're going to do is take, let me put this all away, and take this right over here. We're going to take our ribbon and we're going to make a bow. You can make just a simple knot, but we'll go ahead and make a bow here. And let's do this. Okay, and I like to just do it from the spool. That way I know I'm not wasting too much ribbon. And go ahead and tie it. Let me hold my knot so my loops are not as... Okay, I like that. I am happy with that. Okay, so let me go ahead. Wait, I'm sorry. I thought I was, but I'm not. Yeah, I can be a little bit too. Okay, there we go. Okay, now you'll need a sharp pair of scissors for this, and go ahead and cut the ends. And I like to have it cut straight. Okay, let's set this aside, and then we'll get one of our the double dots over here, and I'll put it directly onto the paper. Let's see where the bow, yeah, the bow would look nice there. So I'll put it directly onto the paper, making sure that it's secure, and then I will put my bow on top. Okay, folks, yes, that is it. And let me show you all my cards that I've already created. I've done this, and here are the other ones. I didn't put bows on any of them. I don't think I'll do it like this. I'll do a flip through here. That's one of them that opens that way. This one will open this, but I kept it simple. So here's the other sweet treats that I've opened, and I've used other colors too. So that's the one that I just created, and that's the one that I did. Okay, so if you like what you see, please hit that like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. Okay, until next time, bye-bye.